weight reduction. Welcome back to Just Enough Garage. We're back on the pink Jeep today. Alright, as you saw in the opener, we're back on the pink Jeep. It has a name. Mary, what is the name of this project?
It's named Alice.
And why is it named Alice?
Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street has a little sister named Alice, and she's pink, and she's got
A trunk.
A trunk like this.
And so Mrs. Just Enough Garage has chosen the name. This is her shop truck. We're working on it. We're going to combine it with the other half of this eventually. Sorry for the noise. We got the neighbors mowing their grass.
It's the weekend.
This is going to eventually go to this. But there's things I have to do before that happens. One, today we're going to work on the brakes. We're going to put a radiator hose and some coolant in it. And I've got an original GM air cleaner I'm going to try to adapt to a quadrijet because that's not set up for it. So we're going to get the tires pumped up, get it moved into position, and get rolling. So as you guys may or may not be knowing, I don't like that hood. I think I mentioned it before because the rainwater's been getting in. So today, part of my project is that's a quadrijet. This is a Frisbee.
Right into the glass. Oh,
That's a beauty shot. Come on.
beauty, eh?
Anyways, I got this set up. It's been on my shelf for years. Anybody who's acute to awareness of their surroundings would have seen in my Haveli shop. I've had this up on the wall. This is also what you guys will notice is probably the wrong for this. But I think it can just set on top of there. Oh, we might need to make an adapter.
Yeah,
That one's not tall enough.
you're gonna need some platform heels.
And this, I think, is the wrong wing nut. You know when you call somebody who's off, you call them a wing nut. Hey, you wing nut. And this is off. So what do we need to do there, Mary? Get a piece of plastic PVC or?
Well, come eyeball it underneath.
Oh, so I just need to make, if I had another one of those, I could cut them down and weld them together and make a,
You're not just a tall boy?
well, I should make a tall boy because then I could use the air cleaner scoop and I could turn this like this up into there. And this would be a snoot.
It's already got a snoot.
Woo, woo, woo. Anyways.
You know what it looks like when you do that? It looks
No,
like...
I don't. Look like an idiot, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it looks like...
Yeah, what do you agree with me?
It looks like, oh my gosh. Oh, my brain from laughing so hard. Hubert. It looks like Hubert when you were doing it.
Boinka, 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 boinka,
Yeah.
boinka, boinka. So let's go back to the Snuffleupagus thing, okay? So we've entered some uncharted territory. Let's just go back and right to the beginning. Mrs. Just Enough Garage and myself. Hey, you paying attention? She's filming. Pay attention. Just Enough Garage and myself, Mrs. got married over 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago. Anyways, we kind of operate separately for most of the time. She does her thing, I do my thing. I've given her this project. I have a great plan for helping her on her quest to be an artist and do her stuff, and I totally support that. But I've kind of given up some control. My vision has become, do what I ask, please. So, doing what I ask, I'm going to make this as dependable as I can, and I'm going to make it as beautiful as I can, but the paint and body work is totally on her. Are you listening? This is mechanically, it'll be good, and then I'm going to be done. We're going to have to follow her on updates on what she's going to do with it, and that'll probably be in the spring when the weather's better. But let's see if it runs. Hey, Johnny, hook up the battery. Let's look inside here, Mary. We've seen this before, and this is one of the things I need to do.
roll down your window.
You come on this side.
Roll down your window.
You roll it down. All this junk I keep putting in here, But I need to get this cleaned out. We need to pull this rotten old carpet out. We need to take the old seats out of here. We need to find some different seats. So let's talk about schedule for just a minute. My schedule is obtuse right now. Goofed up, screwed up. I am waiting for this Washington State Patrol.
He's been doing math at work, so he's got math terms right now.
I've been waiting for the Washington State Patrol to be organized so that I can get some paperwork I need. But I am not going to cut this thing in half until I have said paperwork settled, because I don't need one more problem in a problem I already have trying to get a title for this. So we're going to just leave it the way it is, make it run and drive. Then phase 2 will be putting the service box on. So let's see if she'll run.
It's like the MCU.
Typically, you see that throttle?
I can hear it. Oh, Mr. Magoo! John, will you move the tarp?
Sounds like it's ready for a demolition derby.
Yeah, you got experience in those.
That's the farthest it's ever driven in like 20 years, though.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah,
And our past burnout.
somebody in the last video was trying to do a burnout, but
Hey, Dad, I found where your air sweeper put all your stuff.
no, that's what came out of the battery.
Oh.
All right, so we're
gross.
gonna jack it up, pull the tires, check the brakes. I'm gonna mess around with a radiator hose to get antifreeze in it, and we're probably gonna do some general cleaning. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. We have it set under the 48 Ford behind the garage. We've got 4 under there, and I got that one. I need to find its cousin so we can do that, and then I think we can take some out from under that.
Or what we do is we take that one.
Just put it in the middle and let it balance precariously. I love it.
Yeah, tripod.
All right, let's keep looking.
Okay.
Ta-da! Found the other one. Found his cousin. Oh yeah. There you go. You always want to be nice to your equipment so it'll take care of you.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hey, I'm old, you're young. You go under there and do that job.
I'll crawl into the truck.
Yeah. Didn't we have this discussion a few episodes ago? A parent wouldn't put his child in harm's way. Well, without this warning, John, don't get hurt. You need to go up more?
Or
Turn it around. Yeah, turn it around so you can grab the handle without it being...
but I can grab the handle either way.
When it's going to release it, you want to have that handle on the inside. Now scooch it over as far as you can towards the perch spring.
Trying to get it up.
That's all right. I can go up one more.
Seagulls on a swing.
All right, scooch it over to the right. Bingo. Okay.
Bingo, what's his name? Oh.
Oh man, that was an awesome shot. Too bad the camera wasn't. I'll do it again for you folks.
You'll never do it as well.
I will. I'm not good. You just put it up. It's like a bartender sliding a beer down. Perfect. You see, I missed my calling. Look how good that got in the position.
Oh boy.
Oh, there's some white letters on that tire there, John. What does it say? Twisted sister? Twisted what? We're gonna get that tire off and read that. Well, they're different. This one doesn't have any white letters on it. They're different.
White wall tie.
That's probably because it does such good burnouts. John, you got the handle in wrong. Turn it around.
I like the handle.
I'm going to keep on correcting you till you do it my way.
Oh, then you're going to keep correcting me for the rest of your life.
Never done when they're 20. All right, get out of the way. I'm going to test this by throwing the seagull jack. Lickety split. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you did a great job. Okay, so you work on getting the tires off. I'm going to start pulling the radiator hose. You got the impact gun? You know what you're doing?
Yeah, I got to figure out the size first.
Well, there's a lug nut inside the scoreboard. It's probably the same one. Mary, while he's looking at that, you want to come around here and remind the people?
Well, sure, but I'm stuck.
Stuck.
I didn't want to go around. I'm too
You
lazy.
remind the people that my
Oh,
homemade patch. I thought it was a good idea.
hey,
It
Patchy.
turned out it was absolutely a horrible idea.
What did you end up doing it with?
A piece of a pop can.
Oh, right.
Because I had to wait a day for this.
And he was too impatient to wait a day, so.
Well, I wanted to run the motor, and I didn't want to run it hot, and I needed to have the radiator in. And
It's not like you'd be running
So
it
anyway,
long enough.
what's just taking the time is this has a certain diameter, in theory, for the water pump, and this has a certain diameter. I think this is 1.5 inches, this was 1.25 inches. The radiator is, I don't know what from, and you can see
Well,
on
we
these,
know what it's from now.
and you can see that it has a single core or a double core, and the way they made these is had the options of adding more, but they use the same end plates, so you could have this record to thicker, but I'm not going to do any of that. So let me work on getting that apart.
Yay! Do all the work just to undo it.
Well, that was the problem. But the people, Mary, they need to have a video every week, and if they don't have a video every week,
They
let's
riot.
talk about that every week. Mariana, you guys have met her just now. She is the, what are you, the CEO of the internet?
No.
This is greasy. Who put this away dirty? Mariana is my...
So you wipe it on your pants?
Okay, I'll wipe it on you.
Ah!
Mariana is my internet aficionado. She's doing all the emails, comments. We talk about it. You type it. That's basically it. You're the secretary. I'm the lead. He's the supporting. That's how we're doing it.
We all
Anyways,
know secretaries run the business.
yes. What I'm trying to say is every Wednesday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time,
Wrong.
3 a.m. West Coast Standard Time.
Pacific Standard Time.
Anyways, you get a video every week. Now, that being said, if you hit the bell button, it's for subscribe. We're a little channel. That helps us huge. Hit the bell button, and then when we post a video, it will come up as a notification. If you go and hit your notifications, then you can watch our video when they come out. Because I and you and Jonathan and everybody else on the planet goes, when did they put out a video? How come I missed it? It could be behind 4 or 5 days, whatever. The point is this way you're in the loop. If you're following us on this project, great. Like, comment, subscribe. We also discovered, 30% or less are watching the entire video. And our biggest subscriber base is from Mexico, Canada, United States,
Australia. Brazil.
We are all over. So this is super exciting. Join us on this adventure. What we are is this is my daughter, that's my son. This is our backyard. We live on the West Coast. This is junk that I work on. We have other videos. Go check those out. We have a M38 military Jeep with some small block Chevy. We got
I'll link it.
this 64 Suburban with a little 283 and a 5-speed I've put together. I've got another rat rod over there that is a Willys Jeep. So this is the hers version. I have the his version. There's video on that.
I'll link it.
I have a 1982 Mercury Capri RS with the high output 302 T-tops. It's been a great car. I've owned it for...
Brand new Edelbrock carburetor.
Yeah, well, there's a series on... Anyways,
Yeah.
I owned that car since 1991.
Link it.
And then behind, if you can scroll in, I've got this 1948 Ford, which is kind of a winter project, and it has been for 30 years.
Kind of a storage bench.
And it has literally been there for 10 years. Wouldn't you say 10 years?
Oh, yeah. Look up top, though. What's on top, Darian?
Another Willys hood.
That goes to his.
It's a his hood.
It's a his hood.
Anyways, the point is I'm doing this stuff all the time. And what happened is Jonathan said, hey, Dad, you can make YouTube videos. People will be interested in your stuff. I said, I have a full-time job. I don't give a crap about the internet. So these kids have stepped tall, and they have encouraged me, and more importantly, they are doing the difficult work. I'm just the antics. They know who I am. I'm a fair mechanic, but I don't do mechanics professionally, but I enjoy this stuff. We try to do something every week. Well, we have been over a year doing something every week. Anyways, that being said, please comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up us, thumbs down us, put stupid comments. I don't care. And if you're reading the comments, I always encourage you, go and read the comments and then interact with those. It's trying to build a community of car people, of entertainment, of spending time with your family. Anyways, that's what we're trying to do. And part of that was make the engine run. I needed to patch the hose because I didn't want to wait for O'Reilly's for 24
soda
hours.
Can.
Yeah, I tried it. Let's move on.
We all saw how that worked. Better than we thought.
It kept some water in.
Yeah. There'd be fine. Oh boy.
These guys, when they put this conversion in, I said earlier this was a Camaro or a GM conversion.
Or a Firebird, you were saying?
Firebird, Camaro.
Yeah,
I don't know what those are. Somebody could put in the comments. They're body A, body B, whatever. I don't know what they are.
If you know, let us know.
Anyways, it has drum brakes, so it's very early. So it'd be late 60s stuff before disc brakes came out. But they just hacked all the fenders out and then put this aluminum and riveted it in to cover their sins.
Hey, Jared, we've done so many brakes and drum brakes. I feel like I should just make a playlist of drum brakes so you can see just how good at drum brakes we are after seeing just how good we are today with them.
The thing about brakes is I live on a bit of a hill. Now, I'm not going to say Canadian drivers aren't as good as American drivers, but we're close to Canada, and there's a lot of Canadians that, for some unknown reason, just stop. So brakes are important to me. And anyways, I think brakes are the number one thing that should work good on your car. That and steering. I think your steering should work
Well,
too.
we talked about this. What do you need? What's more important, your steering or your brakes on a video in the summertime?
The throttle, the transmission, you can make that work with shoestrings and sawdust.
Exactly.
But, yeah, I know.
But I think I said steering first, then brakes, because on ice, because we have the black ice,
we get cold.
that if you lose your brakes, if your brakes lock up, you can still steer a little bit and at least not crash into people.
Let go of the brake if they lock up. That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Ice. You got to steer.
You got to steer. So I said steering, then brakes.
Before I go back to this sound...
Oh, yeah. The beauty,
I want a generation gap, you kids here this morning. Funny conversation. Mrs. Just Enough Garage was talking about the Alice, and I said, you mean from Mel's Diner Dingy? Because she wore a pink dress. Look it up. The kids didn't know. I had to explain it. And then we said Alice in Wonderland. Alice... What was the other one you guys had?
Alice Cooper,
Alice
in
Cooper,
Chains.
Alice in Chains. Alice. Anyways, it's Alice, the Snuffleupagus.
Wow.
And away she goes.
You want to try that again?
City water down the road.
It's okay. I'm wearing my rain boots.
So let's. Are you ready to pull that tire off?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, well, come on. Why that's draining on the ground?
He was trying not to make noise when he was filming.
I just made sure it worked, and then that was it. I set it down.
It's not. You didn't take it off, John.
Yeah, you were talking.
That's okay. Whoa, does this guy have two washers on here? Yeah, if one don't do it, put two on. What a maroon. All right. Has anybody ever had these aluminum magnum wheels? Well, they're mag wheels, but I don't know. These are aluminum, but they call them jelly beans. At least that's what I always called them. And why are they called jelly beans? Well, it's a torque thrust, positive traction. That's an old tire. These are a unilug style design, but they weren't drilled all the way out. But anyways, they're called jelly beans because when you look here, if you had a jelly bean, it would look like that. So this is a Chevy design. Just put it right there. That's a big old tire. Right here, probably not very good. This is a torque truss. Turn that around. Inglewood Tire Auto Service. These not going to have dates on them. Department of Transportation. If somebody knows how to read that, John will try to hold the camera still.
If somebody knows how to read.
If somebody knows how to read English. All right, come down here. So this is the GM 10 bolt. These guys, keep in mind, these guys built all this steel. None of this is original Willys. So for any of you purists, which Willys are never pure anymore. And even when they are, they're not worth that much. They're kind of a weird, they're not popular as Chevys or anything, Ford. But I like them. I like Willys. Because when I started dealing with these things 20 years ago, you could buy these things cheap. And I got this one affordably. But anyways, they didn't have a bed. They put together a cab. They built a frame. So everything that I'm going to be cutting off of this is not original. It's not going to matter, but it will make the vehicle live on. I kind of have this philosophy, a belief system that...
Oh, that's a different musician, Flea. Going in circles now.
Can't hear you. Keep talking. But what's happening is if I did nothing with it, then nothing happens with it. So by me doing something with it, it goes on and it has another cycle of life. So let's look under here. Oh. I think that's why it's hard for it to go, John. Look at that. I can't even turn it.
The brakes work good.
Let's get the other one off, and then we'll put it in gear and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently you need two washers.
Mm-hmm. They also say 7/16 on them. That is a lie for the
That's the diameter of the stud.
Yeah, I figured that out when I was.
Yeah, that's the diameter. Chevy's 7/16. Fords are half. I gotta sit down and get so old. You're so old. Why do you have this long extension on here?
Well, because that was the only extension I could find in the drawer.
Oh, you couldn't use the other drawer.
Why would I use the other drawer?
So these are a sleeved bolt, 7/16, and you see right here, they fit in. You have to get them aligned, and then that shims it out. So when these get loose, which they do, they will screw up your stud. So, story time with Darian. Mary, put a story time with Darian in here.
Okay.
I had this 59 Chevy Impala, and I was going to this Votech school, some miles from here, and I was driving back and forth. It was probably over 35 miles round trip every day. Hold on, stand by. Broken. And it had a pair of aluminum American racing wheels on it. They were originals, like probably, I got the car in the mid 80s, fixed it up, painted it, but those were probably out of the early 70s or late 60s, those wheels. Let's throw this down here. Nah, this one's totally a different tire. Oh no, it was. It's just rubbed on here. Check this out. So there you go.
The other
Good thing
rubbed, but not that much.
Good thing we're changing it.
Oh,
Anyways,
totally.
I was driving on the highway, and that one's tight too. Driving on the highway, and I get this shit. Oh, you have to beep that word. Anyways, I pull over. I get out and I look at the rubber, and I did not see that the lug nuts were backing off. And so I thought, well, that's weird. I got back on the road, and it was a 4-speed car, big block 348. And I went first, second. And then that dang wheel, I think it was this one as a matter of fact, the passenger side, that wheel came off, went underneath the car, goofed up the quarter panel, but about the time it fell off, I was pulling over again and it went off into the shoulder, not the pavement, but the gravelly, muddy, anyway. The wheel's under there. I jack up the car, roll out the spare, go to put it on, and all the studs were broken off. What had happened is, because these are so thin, when that wheel got loose, the lug nuts had gotten loose somehow. It did one of these and snapped them all off. Now, I suspicion that I had somebody who had messed with the lug nuts, but then I'd also heard later that if you take the wheel off every 40 or 50 miles, you got to torque those again because the aluminum until they're set. So if you mess with aluminum wheels, check your lug nuts. Let's go ahead and put it in gear and see if we can get those to turn and why they don't. Noisy and it stinks. So I don't know if you can see in the camera, we were trying to do this because we were trying to see if it's a posi, but yeah, the brakes are dragging so much that it thought that the brakes were on when it idle. It should have been turning, but it doesn't matter, it's an automatic. So when you revved it up, that one was turning and this one was turning, which is what it was trying to do. Two burnouts. It was trying to do two burnouts here with those wide tires that were mostly flat and the brakes stuck on. No wonder the poor thing, it probably only had like 130 horse when it was new, and that engine is not new.
It had 2 horse. 2 horse.
All right. Well, let me go back to my radiator, John. See if you can get the brake drums off.
That was the most fun.
Use the sand hammer, give it a couple of whales. You know, see what happens. Watch your fingers.
I give it a blue
You know,
whale.
like an orca. Yeah, you and I are both different kinds of whales.
Since I didn't have any antifreeze in it or any coolant, I didn't want to be here all day doing this. Let me get my gun.
Oh, his gun. Into the mystery mobile. Did you find your zzz? Oh yeah, that's a good wobble you got going there.
You know, I think this engine needs a tune-up. I need to get a different carburetor.
What the heck was that 2 episodes that you did on an engine stand for then?
I didn't ever put spark plugs, cap, rotor, wire, new carburetor, none of that. I never put in. This gas here, which is almost empty,
Gasolina.
came out of there. It was 3 years old. So look at the problems, Mary. They all got problems.
You want a knee pad, old man?
Yes. You know what else is good? Is right now it's warm and my hands are getting warmed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got hand warmers if you want them.
I got hand warmers, 350 cubic inches hand warmers.
Yeah, but you can't hand all of it.
Oh, if I do this right, that should push the button when I get in there.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Almost, you can do it.
Just almost. Come on. Oh, lame.
Ah, dude it. Duded it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, come on out of there, you.
Well, it comes off way easier when half of the hose is aluminum.
Hey, look, I got some rest water out of it, so at least I flushed it.
Oh, yeah.
How come you can't go out of your home?
Come out of your home.
All right, you go down there.
Fine, go on the ground.
Stay there. Think about what you've done.
It's in timeout. It looks so sad. A puddle of its own wet.
Okay. Anyways, going back to the size of this hose, nobody cares. Okay, this is just, that's what I tried if you hadn't seen it. It doesn't work. But you see how that's got a smaller neck and this one was bigger. Now, in theory, this was 13 something inches, and they had one that was just under 13, and they had this 14 something. And I said, well, give it to me longer because I have more room. When I did this, it felt like it was a better choice. And that was weeks ago now, because I don't film these videos always in order. So when you've seen this, it could be
a month ago. Could be.
I can tell you
Could be yesterday.
Today's December 6th, so whenever it comes out is whatever it
Yeah,
is.
this is Christmas. You know, who knows?
Anyway,
We don't.
let's put this on without hoses. I think I should get rid of the gate sticker. There's a guy, and I don't name names of other YouTube channels, and I think people think that we're all friends and stuff. I don't know anybody. But he doesn't like these hoses, and I totally agree with him. And it's because this spring will rust and pieces will go in and it causes problems. But I couldn't get a hose
Springless?
that had different ends that had an angle I needed. And frankly speaking, the kid behind the counter was not that helpful. He didn't understand what I was trying to accomplish. So I was lucky to get this. You get what you get, don't throw a fit was the situation I was in. I think I'm going to put the clamps on, Mary.
Oh.
To save myself a little effort. Now, the original engineers of this monstrosity had 2 clamps.
Clamptons.
They had them on
See,
their
I know that one.
They had hunting up food and digging up crude. Anyways, they had them like that. Now, I don't know why. Typically, you just need one. But
Maybe they just were like, let's make it more secure, right?
maybe they had it blow off because of all the horsepower this thing can produce.
Oh, yes, all 2 of the horses.
Well, I know that engine we took apart that had water in it was not a horsepower producer. John's back there making noise, so
No
he's
horses
doing.
for you. Oh, let's go see what he's
Yeah,
doing.
you do that. Why mess with
Darian's putting on a hose. We've seen a hose before. He's working on the drums. Trying to get the drums off. But he's doing a good job. He's cleaning them up first.
I was cleaning it in case there was some junk there. Because I keep hammering on
There is
this.
some junk. It's called spider egg nest. Oh! It's okay. It's empty. If they're yellow, it means they got spider eggs in them. If they're white, it means the spiders have hatched. It's just the husk. Well, don't hurt yourself, kiddo.
Well, there's a reason I use the handle, but I don't know where the handle is.
I was gonna say, is it on killer? I think it might be time you go get some of your peanut butter or your...
What, and get the dog to lick the drum off?
No, Jonathan. Your PB lube thing.
Oh, the PB blaster, I see.
Yeah, peanut butter blaster, like the DQ ice cream. Right?
I only know where the water displacement 40 is, so.
Oh yeah, the water displacement 40 will also work, maybe. Look at the... Oh yeah, the tires fit in there well. Fit in the well. Well.
Mary, you missed the magic.
Oh, you do?
You turned away for 1 second. Me and a WD-40 did the job.
Oh, well, come look at this mess. Take the
Uh-oh.
WD-40, water displacement 40. Come here.
All right, it's 40 times water. This mirror.
Put it in.
It doesn't. Don't break it. Don't break it.
You see the wheels fit in there lovely.
Yeah. I think what's happened is we're probably going to have to take the hydraulic wheel cylinder off where that hose is holding.
Oh, to help release the pressure so
Yeah.
you can actually hammer it off?
Yeah, I think what's
I say
happening.
you, John. John's doing the work.
Well, John, I'm okay with you going under there and cutting that rubber hose because we're not going to use an old rubber hose. And this part of the frame's going in the trash. And we're going to have to cut the stupid axle off anyway. So if you do that, maybe those wheel cylinders will relax. Because it ain't going to get no mileage when the brakes are on. Yeah. All right, back to my
Grease
stuff.
on your face. Big
Oh,
surprise.
did I really?
Yeah, it was on your lips.
Let me look in the mirror.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Didn't crack it.
No. All set. Oh, John was ready. He's like, I'm just going to cut the hose already.
He
Now,
was telling me to cut it, so I'm cutting it.
these gardening shears are from the Dollar Tree, and they have been used for everything but gardening.
They've been used for gardening once.
That's true. They go on dog walks, and Darian cuts
There's
blackberry
the rubber
bushes
hose.
with them. Oh, beauty, eh? Oh, she's a dripping.
Well, yeah, I just cut it.
She's no, that means it's got fluid in it. That's good.
It had fluid in it.
That's good. Very nice.
It at least tries to wiggle now.
It at least tries. Feels like these fenders just want to Velcro. What did you say?
Everything wants to Velcro. You give it enough Velcro and it wants to Velcro.
Did any fluid come out of that hose when you cut it?
A
Yeah.
couple drips.
Dot, not a lot.
Good.
That's what I said, because then it's got fluid in it, you know. You gotta swing harder. You have to somehow manage to get more force in such a finite amount of space in your swing.
I don't know if it's budging or not.
It does not appear to be. But, can you peanut butter blaster it anywhere else? Oh, yeah, you are getting roast out of it.
Hey, Mary.
Hey,
I
Darian!
need you to walk away from that to admire how good my hose is. And the second you do, he'll get that to pop off and we'll process up.
Well, he popped
missed.
into something.
The fender.
All right, let's see. Oh, gosh, she's just getting crazier and crazier.
I'm personally glad I went with the longer hose versus the shorter one because the angle was...
And the longer extensions.
Yeah, that worked out by putting another one on there. Now I could put some anti-freeze in it.
I was looking for your bar earlier.
Oh, what is that? Did we throw an octopus in there that's an inker? Where did that come from? Somebody's been messing with my stuff. Don't break the brake drum. Try to put that between the backing plate and the brake drum, but not on the brake shoe, and give it a little...
I gotta take off my sweatshirt.
Months ago when we were doing a brakes video, I wrote brake as in like broken brake. Breaking broken, whatever, broken brakes. Don't look at me like that.
Do tell. You broken brake.
That's all, folks. But your friend commented on it. He's like, Mary, you spelled brakes wrong. And I said, no, it was on purpose because they're broken brakes. I thought it was a fun play on words. But I corrected it.
Why would you correct it? Don't let people tell you what to do. You tell them what to do before you let them tell you what to do.
Yes.
I'm going to put some antifreeze in there, but I think I'm going to wipe the goo out because I have no idea what it is.
Well, maybe I'll taste it.
Well, I'm going to disinfect it with Dawn. It kills 99% germs. Oh, down to the last one.
No, that's the hydrogen peroxide cleaning.
Take that, Snuffleupagus.
Yeehaw. It's pretty color. Whatever the heck it is.
Anybody ever seen that before?
It looks... Is it a copper radiator?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it just looks like copper slime.
No, it doesn't. I've never seen that. Mary, I'm 51 years old. If I haven't seen it, then it's new to this planet. Everybody knows everything. My age group, we know everything. We're the smartest.
Did an alien come and go pee in it?
That's what I'm thinking. It's alien pee.
Alien pee. Heard it here first, folks. This is the first known contact of aliens. Alien pee in a
For
radiator.
some reason, they chose me. I'm sorry I represent humans so poorly.
They saw our videos and went, we can improve this guy's life. With pee.
But first, let's do,
Clean up, clean up.
But first, let's use the Wolverines to mark the territory. That's a reference you won't get, Mary.
Nope.
The Wolverines. And there is a scene where Patrick Swayze said, "Get up on that truck, Ann." If you know, write in the comments. You're close. You're close.
Oh, I don't like the other option.
You have to watch the movie.
I don't want to.
What was the movie called?
Wolverines, probably.
No.
I don't know.
They were
Dawn.
John, what was it?
Red Dawn.
Oh my gosh, yeah!
Red Dawn, the original one,
I
1984.
literally just watched Red Dawn.
How do you not catch the reference then?
Because I'm so tired all the time.
Okay, so this is O'Reilly's full strength. Must add water. Water is already in the block because last time I added water,
So he's doing some math here.
I'm mathing it up. The sign of the agent that I put in here is the cosine to the tangent. No, it's a volume. Anyways, over here.
Oh, don't forget to square your radius.
Over here in a bucket. Come show, Mary.
Oh, the bucket. This bucket's had many a lifetimes because this bucket is in fact a garbage can.
Inside here is some antifreeze
Ugh.
mixed with rusty water and dead critters. And I was going to pour it out and get rid of it because I don't like to just pour it down a drain or on the ground or anything. I know people use it for weed kill. I actually take care of it. But because I'm going to end up taking this cab.
Yeah, we got good disposal and recycling facilities
Yeah,
around here.
you know, come on. Washington's full of water. I don't want any problems with it. But because we have to take the cab, the fenders, and that radiator back off, I didn't want to put new well, I had that a little bit. But I don't want to put new coolant in there, so I'll use this used coolant so that the engine block doesn't freeze and crack because it's going to get cold. We've already getting ice and frost and stuff. So now we got to get our funnel.
Oh, his stack of funnels have migrated.
I keep this one outside. Put one of those.
Oh, this is his high-tech filter.
You take one of
This is
these.
the cleanest one I've seen in months.
You put that there. Now, this is where the magic happens.
Did you check the other side for debris? You know what? You're a pro. I'm not going to say nothing.
This is where the magic Oh, you're not even going to hold it, Mary.
I don't trust it.
I know.
Aliens peed in it. How am I supposed to trust
Wolverines, Pete.
it? Oh,
That was a spider. He sat down beside her.
Now he's sitting in Alice's filter.
I'm not really too worried about rust since this engine's full of rust already. But I am concerned about having enough antifreeze in it that it will dilute the water. I don't think we're taking this thing for a drive until those brakes are functional. You know, I might take it for a drive before I cut it apart just to say, hey, it really was steering good. It really did work good.
Before we messed it up.
And I've screwed it up. Or, it wasn't that much of a prize. It's about the same as what I had before. This thing could be the ugliest vehicle out there once I put that piece onto that piece. You got to use your imagination.
Could be.
That this is
all
all.
right, let's back up and get a full picture.
This is all clean paint and looks nice. You got to use your imagination.
You're pretending.
Yeah. Futurizing. We're looking into the future. Meanwhile, I'm pouring used antifreeze out of a garbage can into a car.
So
That's where we're at today. There's only room to go up from here, Mary.
with Wolverine/alien pee. You know,
we have fun. You know, we have fun though. We have fun.
Okay, Wolverine, not Red Dawn. The Wolverine, the superhero from DC Comics.
He's dressed in yellow.
Yes, but he's Canadian, and we were talking about Canadians earlier.
We don't care about Canadians.
No,
now.
but a
We're
Canadian came and peed in it. An alien.
Well, that's what happens when you have a unprotected border between the North and the North. Nah, it's protected. It's just
Yeah, no. Yeah. We don't have beef with Canada.
no, we actually like them. We like them to stay on their side, but nah, just kidding. Come on, don't come down here and harass me. Funny.
But I'm sure we irritate them with our
All right.
driving.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure we do. How much is this gonna drink?
Well, how much you got left?
How much thirsty is it?
You can't even see nothing.
Look how beautiful that is. Oops, spilled a little. How many cores are in there? Can you see? Is there 2 cores? Is it a 2-core radiator? That would be lines across this way.
I know what.
I think it's a 2-core. Just put a light in there. Yeah.
I'm trying to
There's
get it to
one.
focus, but
There's one on the left, one on the right. There's just 2 cores.
yeah, that's what it looks
I
like.
got a great big 1-ton Chevy radiator we took out of this truck, and there's different sizes, but it was so big I was like, I can never do it. But truthfully, this truck isn't really going to be.
It was a beefcake.
This truck is not really going to be, you know,
A meat pie.
traveling the world. It's going to be a local runner.
It was not born to be a rambling man.
But it is power steering, power brakes, automatic. I mean, why couldn't I take it to the world and see the world?
To the World's Fair? I don't know if they do
nowhere.
those anymore.
Oh, they must. Somewhere in the world.
We just don't hear about them. Lame.
We're ignorant.
Well, people over the internet tell us about the World's Fairs.
We've become ignorant, Mary.
Last one I knew about was what? The one in the 80s?
Yeah, we had one once, but it wasn't in this country. Well, no.
No, the one up in
Seattle, we did, okay.
The one in
you know,
Vancouver that you went to as a kid.
Yeah, there was one in Vancouver in 1986.
That's what I said. That's the
But
last
then
one
there
I know
was the
about.
1964 Seattle's World Fair.
Yeah, that's why we
what
have the
it's-
Space Needle.
And that was a whole West Coast trip that we did, but nobody really watched on our video. So, hey.
It's on a playlist. I'll link
You
it.
missed out. You just missed out. No way to go back and watch it. And then
Never mind. I won't link it. Get rid of it.
and then I'm sure they had one in San Francisco and LA and
You know they had one in New York, and I know they had one in Chicago. But you imagine they're gotta have one in the South then.
anybody from New York watching this, if you are, put in New York in your thing. Because this is what's cool. I was talking earlier. Hopefully it made the cut.
It just tells us United States. It doesn't say where.
Oh, because we're trying to figure out, well, where are people interested in what we're doing. And so we'd like to see if you're from somewhere that's not Washington State, which is hard to say who's.
And if you are,
yeah,
see
put in
if
there.
you're
Put in
Washington
there
State.
where you're at. I don't need to know your town and all that. I'm not interested in that. Just tell me what state or country you're watching from. That would be cool. Kind of get a little geographic, because it does tell us a percentage of people. And it also tells us most of you watch this Wednesday night, which is great, or Sunday, which is also great. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Can't touch that.
Yeah. Also, look at what you got going on down there.
What could it be now? It smells like pine needles.
Oh yeah, there's probably something in there.
Oh, I heard a crack. That's a good sign, right?
Or you need a new brake drum now.
Oh yeah. Again, Rock Auto will solve all my problems for probably $200.
Probably.
Now I don't have my gloves, so let's see if I can burn my hands touching it.
Oh, definitely. I know I sure can.
It smells weird.
But yeah, you're burning WD-40.
You think that's the only smell of it?
Oh no, we're getting other things. It's just that's probably the main one.
Smoking from behind, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it means it's hot.
Alright. Oh, it moved.
Oh, hey, look at that. It's free. For the most part.
Give me that red one. Throw that thing in neutral.
In neutral now.
Yeah, I gotta rotate it. Because it's welded shut, it doesn't. Yeah, it's too bad these fenders are still on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier.
One more like that. Well, it moves. And you used the wire brush there, it sounded like.
Yeah, I used it there.
I think it's cooled down now.
Oh, good.
Because it's not moving like it used to. It's not very warm today. What is it? Probably 39, 40.
I don't know.
It's an Alaskan summer day, John.
Well, then their summer's not so bad.
North Slope, except for it doesn't have any mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Alaska has a lot of mosquitoes in the summer. They don't have as many mosquitoes in the winter, though. I wonder how a mosquito survives in the winter.
It hibernates in the ice.
Is that it? Is okay?
I don't know. I guess goldfish can do that.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, I see it moving.
Oh, let the smoke out.
I thought that smoke was coming from your fingers, and I'm like, you were holding on to that.
I'm tough. I'm committed to the bit. I think feels like there's a groove in there.
What? Yeah, but it's most of the way off.
Yeah, I can see that, John. It's the problem is
it cooled back down?
No. It feels like there's a groove in the.
Well, of course there is. It's been riding around with its brakes activated the whole time.
Maybe that's why they said they had to have a supercharged motor in it.
Uh-huh.
Could never do a burnout. You know, we'll get the brake drums off. We'll put the tires back on. We'll do a burnout. Believe you me, now that I got coolant in it and that fancy air cleaner, nothing's stopping us on the road to success.
Except for these brakes right now.
Yeah, it's a delay, but it's not a stop.
Brakes always ruin the fun of going too fast.
They're vented. See? High performance.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shoot. It's getting hot more times I heat it.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll just do half the brakes. And leave the front ones bad because then it'll make a burnout easier. Because, I mean, that's what YouTube's all about. It's a burnout. Gotta do a burnout. Otherwise, nobody's going to watch you.
Yeah, and we've only done a burnout with one engine so far.
Yeah.
We try to burn out with this same engine, though.
Yeah, see?
It's our burnout engine.
You know, I never tried the other vehicles because I just, I don't know, it feels abusive to me.
Or get a Subaru to do a burnout.
They don't do burnouts.
You disconnect the drive line to the back, and now you got...
You know what I know about Subarus? Is they'll drive up on top of ice and fall through. And then the
you're
wheels,
stuck there.
they get ice there. That's what I know. They're doing great until the wheels don't touch the ground anymore.
I think that's most all-wheel drive vehicles.
I think it's hung up right.
At the end of that center thing.
Yeah. I am close. So you want to be a YouTuber, first thing you're going to need to do is buy some pieces of junk
And
get
an acetylene
and
torch.
a cutting torch. Yeah. If we have some pry bars, put that on pause. Go find some screwdrivers we can destroy.
All right.
John brought me some hand recyclers. Gonna need my hands later. And this old Stanley
Steamer.
I don't know. It's
It's a screwdriver.
all unmarked. So let's try to do some kind of tip break off job here. Well, that's not gonna do because if I push that, then it's silly. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's use this longest Craftsman with the worst tip.
That's what you wanted. Screwdrivers to mess up.
Let me hammer this thing and then the tool bit can stay in there. Really? Where'd my red bar go? There it is. I need it to be enough that I can put that in there.
You had it probably until it fell out a little bit.
It's caught up here somewhere, so what
yeah.
the real hang up is. Alright. Let me whale that with a hammer. Look out on camera. Nope.
Yes. Yes and no.
It's preparing to die, Mary. The drum is dying.
Oh, I see the door closing.
Yeah, it's on its way down. It's a win for Darian, a loss for the drum. It's gonna have to take a knee, not me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Don't let success elude you, kids.
Don't let success stop you.
Oh, there you go. You guys had a big progress when I was out here.
Woo! We're gonna put the wheels back on. Leave the front brakes locked, Mary, because they're junk still. Put the wheels back on. Coolant topped off. We'll put some old gas in the gas tank.
So we're going for a drive?
We're gonna burn out, Dudo.
Yeah, a drive.
Burnout.
A drive.
A burnout.
Burnout.
Everybody, everywhere. We're all burnouts.
Oh, these brake drums are hammered anyways.
Advanced placement testing failed.
Okay. So let's do a rebuild. So what I was saying is this is probably
That
what...
was a lazy rebuild.
Well, I'm talking. This is probably what was rusted to this surface. So some people put grease on there, but it doesn't really work when the brakes get hot. It's a bad idea. The grease will get hot and drip down in there. So it
Then
never
your brakes
sees,
are on
anti-seize.
fire.
There couldn't possibly be any asbestos in that, could there?
Use your mouth. Like
Yeah,
that.
ideally you would take a garden hose and wash all this dust down, because if there's asbestos, which there could be, is in the water and it's
If it's
trapped.
not airborne, it's
Think
not
of it
airborne.
like pollen. But this is rust mingled with. Well, it doesn't really matter because once it's on your skin, it just goes wherever you go for the rest of the day. Okay.
I know, but it smells gross. I don't want it up my nose.
That's the rust.
Yeah, smells gross. I don't want it up my nose.
You got brake cleaner? Yeah. What do you use?
It's brand new. He even has the hose.
Well, actually, I found this one on the ground.
Oh, sassy.
Yeah, I like using a water hose sometimes. I just...
Now, what's brake cleaner made out
Why
of?
is this one like poison? You ever see what it does to a bee's nest? Oh, it dries right out. Look. All right, let's do the other wheel.
Well, great. You've messed up your striker now.
Oh, maybe it'll catch fire. Let's see. Put a little in there. Not on that, just a little on the side. There you go. Now you got it wet. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, sterno.
Well, see, that's
Here,
now
hold
a
that.
longer striker.
Okay.
Hold that.
You're gonna
hold
start your
that,
torch?
Hold that. Holding.
Hold it.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
Oh, thanks.
I'll just put that in your pocket.
Oh, okay.
Let's go around the other side. Just set it down. Let it burn itself out. Don't flag it everywhere and burn yourself up.
No, I got it
Bring
out.
around the tools, Johnny.
It's nice and carbonized. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Cross over your hoses.
Never cross your hoses. You get a real pine coney smell when you do this.
All the spider nests and pine needles.
Anyways, we had a problem with the brake cables. We got rid of those.
No, yeah, I was like, I see
They
them.
were never connected, so no harm, no foul. Rock Auto will sell that stuff to us all day long. Probably made in China. Maybe the Philippines.
Maybe Taiwan.
Maybe. Maybe if we're really lucky, we'll get some original Detroit.
And depending on who you ask, Taiwan is part of China.
Ooh, spider. Set around beside her. Alright. Hard to tell how hot it is. Maybe we should get a pyrometer. A pyrometer and see.
Thermometer?
No, a pyro. A pyrometer.
Oh, spider.
Well, I'll get you the next time. Hose, give me the hammer. I gotta beat the beating on this thing before it cools down too much. This is why I don't own a garage, Mary, because as soon as I do this to somebody's car, it'll catch fire and I'll be like, we need to talk about your bill. Turns out your car burned down my shop.
So, your insurance is going to cover it.
Oh, almost got it. Strike me up. Let's have a striking conversation here.
There we go.
Yeah, it's bad filming. Ooh, it's a lot of heat coming out of here.
I can feel it from here.
It's hand warmer.
Red bar.
Oh,
And ooh.
Yep. Same problem.
same thing, different font.
Striker. We'll get all the spider webs out of there. All right.
Now you guys know a new way to dust. Torch.
Does it think the fire's out enough?
No.
Hope you like your eyebrows, John.
Why does my driveway always look like crap?
I don't know.
Wrong tool.
Well, it's your fault. You took it off.
Ooh, stinks over here like.
Yeah, it stinks over here too. That's like acetone, straight up.
Stinks over here like brake cleaner that's been heated up.
Weird.
It's okay though, because it's not chlorinated.
Going for a walk.
Tetanus breath.
Well, you lived long enough. What the hell you want out of life? Okay.
Tetanus breath.
Ah, you broke the tailgate.
Yeah, no.
Why do all my projects eventually end up with me kicking them? Where's the hammer at? I gotta use a hammer.
It's on the grill where you left it, where the rest of your tools are.
What do they call it? Weight reduction? See, there's these internet terms I'm learning as a YouTuber. It's called weight reduction. I coined a new phrase.
Now you'll really kill
As
it
a YouTuber, you're responsible to be advancing your craft. And in YouTube, we have rat rods and hot rods. But this is called a rust rod. Okay, you heard it here first, just enough garage. Rust rod. Why? Because, well, the engine was full of rust, the truck's full of rust.
What part is the rod?
It's the hot rod part, or the rat rod part. It's just rust. You got barn finds and field finds and garage finds, and let's push these seat belts and see what happens. That one pushes. This one needs a whaling.
Well, where'd you put your whale? Is this one a sperm whale? Oh. Golly. All right.
There we go.
What's your tailgate latch?
It turns out there's no hinges on it.
Well, there is, but they're for decoration only.
I think. Well, here's your problem.
I'm sure they were attached at one point.
I think what happened on this Classic. Let's vent it,
But leave the bottom closed.
but
so
then
it can just-
seal it so that anything that goes in there. I bet there was bees that lived in this like crazy once upon a
Oh,
time.
I'm sure. They love the louvers.
Would you please move that? Oxygen and acetylene hoses.
Oh, come on. You love abusing your hoses.
Those cost money.
Have you ever had to replace these hoses?
Yep. All right, story time with Jerry. You guys are watching 2 story times today.
So far.
I don't usually talk about extended family because
I don't care about no.
I have an older brother. I was 22 years old and he was 24 years
Oh,
old.
I'm 22 years old and I have an older sister, 24.
Okay, so the two of us were working at this fab shop, and he went to cut a piece of metal, and that piece of metal fell, and it was in the shop, and he had this hose right here, and when that piece of metal fell on there, it severed that absolutely perfect, and that hose is whipping around on fire.
Ah, turn it off,
So he's running over there to turn on. We always want to get the acetylene first. But anyways, he's turning it off, which is why they have to check valves back there so they won't blow up the tanks. But anyways, he's turning it off. And let me tell you, all those guys in that shop.
Laughing and laughing and
you
laughing.
Idiot, you know? Yeah, that was 30-something years ago. Shop's still there, but different owners and everything.
Yeah.
You know, circle of life sort of stuff. All right, let's clean up our mess. Throw the tires on. Do a burnout.
Haven't heard that story before.
Burnout.
He's a tinsmith now.
Well, I have a pair of these, but I don't know where is that. They're red and white, and they're Lennox.
Oh yes. Don't confuse these red nip-nips with the gardening shears that we use for brake lines. It's a good thing I wear my boots.
Well, you always need safety shoes.
It's fun because as soon as it's 55 degrees out, we are wearing sandals as safety
Yeah, I
shoes.
don't want to miss any of the summer.
No, no, of course not.
See, this is where you cut yourself. You put it there, and there's a little hook right there. So you don't want to do that.
Roll it under and keep cutting.
Well, you got to get this to bend up. So you bend it like that on some item, and then you can. Like I say, these are not very. And you say, why are you cutting up that old rusty can you dumped all the bolts out of? Well, the diameter's pretty close to what I need to make a spacer for there.
As we showed earlier, we needed.
So now, if you only have the right-hand cuts, which are designed to go this way, and you want it to go straight, you just turn them over like this. And sometimes you can get a little further out of it.
This is where you're more likely to cut your hand, of course.
No. See, once you're aware of the danger, you've mitigated the danger by being aware of the danger.
Not how that works.
Yeah. Like as if you know you're driving fast and you don't have a seatbelt on, you just say, well, I got to be more careful. See, but if you're just driving and your seatbelt's on, then you let your guard down and you just all of a sudden get blindsided.
That's not That's not
Logical?
defensive driving. That's the word. Yes, logical.
What you're saying is my philosophies are flawed.
Oh yeah, most men's are just like humanity men, not men.
Way to go, Mary. Make a judgment. The internet's going to cancel you.
Ugh.
And this is your generation.
You know
that's
how they
canceling.
say the philosophies of men? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any difference between men and women.
Oh boy.
I don't know why you. I don't know why
Don't put this on
I
me
don't know why
out of
you-
context.
I don't even know why you would tell me that it's a birthing person, anyways. Okay, so now once you get all your rusty metal out of there, you got a cut that's just
What a dip.
absolutely beautiful. You come and do what's called the trim up.
This is a perfect bowl for bean dip now, Darian.
Other than it's sharp as heck.
It's
Other than
worth
you-
it for nachos.
Other than you just made yourself a razor blade bowl.
It's perfect for cutting out tortillas and giant biscuits. You just
Well, this is what I'm doing in case anybody here is trying to follow my logic.
good luck.
This piece goes on here. This piece will go on here once I cut out a good portion of the bottom of this, and that'll float over on top of that. Because that'll be cut out, it'll set on there like that. Now this magic piece will go up under here like that. Voila! Bada bing, bada boom.
Q-Bert's got an ugly necklace.
I had a big hole saw in there. Now do I dare just try to hole saw that out?
No, I think you should
You
get
stand by.
Okay. What a prize. Oh. He's forgotten something. Oh.
There's not too many teeth left on that.
I think that might be sharper, your can.
I need a battery from that battery pile.
Oh, which one? I'll just hand you the tool because I have one hand. All right.
And I got a malfunction here.
We are...
How big do they think my ankles are that those need to be that long? Don't drop that tool. It's $200.
I tried handing you the whole thing, and you said, I have a boot problem. I have short strings.
Oh, they were too long, Mary.
No, your attitude was short strings. Now you want to make sure you hold on to it really tight so it messes up your wrist. Oh, yes, the cutting table. Because our seahorses are covered.
So if anybody recognizes this is an abused and used 1960s school desk table. My wife brought these home from the school. She said, they're throwing them away. You could use them outside. Yeah.
And
babe.
they do get used outside.
Yeah, babe. One more thing to put in the yard. I love it. Okay. Does this smell rusty too?
You know what? I think I might prefer seagull swings.
Oh man, when you were in the house for 5 minutes, 2 seagulls went over making the sound of a jack. Can you believe it?
Seeing it here, folks. Our burnout for the day.
You might be. This might be the highlight. Getting lots of sparks.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I seen some sparks come off of it.
Sorry,
I've asked this question before.
you have bent that lid.
I've asked this question before.
You're not making any progress.
Why is everything I own junk? Well, the battery's not dead yet, so we got a chance. Did it even cut any?
No, that's why I said some sparks. You got your center punch, of course.
I thought this thing was pretty wore out when I found it back there.
I can't handle rusty tin can, Darian.
Getting a lot of sparks on this side if you want to capture them.
It's
Anyways.
never going to work.
What you want to do is you take your hole saw and you make a line, so then later you can take your cutters. These cutters?
Sure, try the garden shears.
No, I'm not. Get me the cutters over there, John, off the fender of that. Albatross? Alice.
Dinghy. You tried albatross because we were talking about seagulls?
Dinghy. We gotta get it off the dinghy.
It's hiding under the cubert.
Okay. Great. Good. Grand.
Awesome. Sweet it. Sweet.
You think it would have... Oh, it's starting to win. Look, it was winning.
After 2 minutes.
Anyways,
does this even cut into wood, though?
Well, we'll try later. I bet it'll cut into skin.
Well, John?
I don't have skin.
He's doing the work and I'm filming, so you're up.
Yeah, hold still. This won't hurt for very long.
You've got no teeth.
Yeah.
It ain't got no teeth. It can't hurt you.
Yeah, why does everything when it gets old has no bite left? These cutters now all of a sudden work better than a hole saw.
You already got your...
What a bunch of antics. Does anybody watch this? Dun 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 dun.
Oh. See, now people your age will know what that one is. People my age don't, because that wasn't a real
Well,
thing.
see, 2 bits always confuses everybody. They don't understand that 2 bits is 25 cents. It's 25 cents. Now say, Darian, why? I don't know. That's just what it is.
No.
Old people, that's why.
Then it's like trying to explain loonies and
Explain.
toonies.
Well, that's easy. Those are dollars and $2.
Yeah, but people are stupid.
All right.
So
now this will go like that.
beauty, eh? She's all bent out of whack.
Oh, just Mary, this is one of those where you don't look at individual components. You look
Oh,
at the
looking
whole
at the
thing.
whole. Looking at
Yeah,
it.
I mean, like if you
All
were to
right.
look at nature,
All right.
nature
Cooper.
by itself, it's ugly. But if you look at nature as a complete unit, it's wonderful.
You got the right wing nut though. 'Cause this whole thing ain't done without a wing nut.
Oh, I got that measured perfect. Well, once I wing nut it, I believe that is 1/4 inch, and that wing nut here is not. So stand by. We're wing nut on the search.
Wing nut.
So in here is new and used junk. This doesn't fit, so that's out.
Junk. Oh.
Probably the bolts aren't going to work. Okay, what else do I got in there? Oh man, that's probably the one I need right here.
Oh. You say
Oh.
not.
Check that out.
Huh?
Oh, there's no, it's just, it doesn't go down far enough. But that would be all right if it worked.
Yeah, slick. Well,
Okay,
don't
that's
you-
a maybe.
Yeah.
This is the one I think we need right here.
Anticlimactic. Why
Oh,
you dump out
see?
the whole thing?
All I needed to do was,
Dump out an entire bag of.
I knew I'd have this in here because sometimes when I finish projects, just put it in this bag. You're gonna need it later. Like all these bolts. Remember the other day when I had that small block Chevy and I was using these exhaust manifold bolts? Look, these are the bolts I needed for that project. I just keep them in this bag. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Part of a Chevy clutch system. A bigger wing nut. Oh, would this one wing nut fit?
I think it might be too big.
Wait for it.
What?
No. I bet it's metric.
Beans.
Like it came off some kind of a piece of crap chair or something. See, you want to breed some master brake cylinders, you're going to need that. You're going to need a valve cover you want to put on a Subaru 2.5 motor, you're going to need that.
They each a 2.5.
Yeah, see, this bag is amazing.
It's got washes out the wazoo. You need
John,
washes?
find a socket for this.
Yeehaw.
That's the one I want. That's the one I'm going for.
The rejects.
No, just use for laters.
Well,
I put 'em in
rejects
here.
for this.
Put them in there. Now we're good to go. Next time we need some. Is this thing done? Are we finished with the coolant finally?
I don't know.
Because we've been filming and this thing has been drinking for an hour. Is there a big puddle underneath?
Well, yeah, but not any new puddle. Just
Do
from
we
when
have
you took your.
gas? Is this a
Yes.
gas and go? We're down to the last few minutes. We've lost energy. The day's slipping away. I got to go to the airport in a
So
few
is the
minutes.
sun.
I got to go to the airport in a few minutes to pick up some people. They're dear to me. I can't be late.
You'll get in trouble if you're late.
I'm trying to make a video. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. It's winter.
Ish.
Wait. Let me, I know the bit.
Okay.
It's dark. We're wearing sunglasses, and we have a full tank of gas and a half a pack of cigarettes. So for me, it's daylight, getting dark, about to rain. We have part of a tank of gas. We don't smoke.
Are we gonna drive through a mall at least?
I wished.
That would have been. That would have been fun. Yeah.
We're done with coolant. You don't get any more. I need the funnel.
Coolant? Will it hurt your gas?
I'd rather throw the water in the gas anyway.
Probably. It's gasolina. Gasolina's not a perfect system,
There
but
you
she
go.
works for us.
Gasolina is the most environmentally thing ever. And I'll tell you why. It just evaporates. No problem. It came out of the ground, you spill a little, it goes back to the ground.
Have fun.
It's recycling.
It rains back down.
It's recycling. It belongs to everybody on the planet. Should I leave it in front in case the burnout goes horrible?
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
yeah.
it belongs to everybody on the planet, but some people buy it and sell it to you.
All right. Now, or steal. Oh boy, I was looking at your bag of candy and thinking of the bulk candy stores. You know.
Oh yeah.
You buy, oh, here's $2 of jelly beans, and then you hit your brother in the head with.
With the jelly beans?
We did horribly, kiddos. I don't even see any in there.
I told you it wasn't enough.
Can you see any in there?
I don't know. Hold
Anybody
you.
got a flashlight? There's a flashlight on the drill.
Don't help.
Damn, my
Don't
hand.
help.
Did I get you?
Yeah, you
That
got
means you
the.
were too close.
What did I just say about not helping?
All right.
You.
This is water.
You know what? Whatever alien peed in this, I need their help. I don't even see it,
What's
bud.
in this one? What's in this peak? Was this water?
Smell it and drink it. Let's find out.
It looks like water.
That's water.
All right.
Oh, oh.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Well, okay.
Can't reach it though.
The engine's not going to overheat in 2 or 3 burnouts. You guys worry too much. I'll leave this open, then it won't have to worry about.
Oh, well.
Let's jack it
You
down.
can't leave that there. The whole
Man,
thing
this
will
worked out good.
Yeah, Cubert's looking good.
Hubert's doing all right.
And-
Actually, it did look all right. I mean,
Yeah, no, it looks flush. It looks right.
I mean, if I'm at a car show with this, I pop the hood
You
to
know
be
what?
like,
This
yeah,
is
that's
fair.
cool.
You wiped stuff on me
Hey.
earlier.
Hey.
You wiped your greasy wrench on me
Hey.
starting the video.
Things go downhill, not uphill.
Oh, to dribble down the creek.
Oh, good. That means the truck will start.
Get your head out from under there.
Well, I gotta get it lined up, and that's what I was doing. Yay, seagulls.
Seagulls on the swings. You guys looked like ballerinas.
All right, everything has to move because here we go.
Yeah, Mary swept. She made it look nice for the people.
Okay, there are no brake drums. This is going to be our best chance.
Okay.
Flat tires. Is that as good as it can do?
It did a
Lame.
little peel out.
I know.
This side was sticking better than that side, it looks.
And the worst part is I was seeing coolant come out of the front. Let's check that out. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. John, put air in these tires.
Fidagle. Oh boy.
Look, it did a burnout with the front. That means the brakes were working.
I don't think it did a burnout. I think it did a drag.
Oh, that's because we didn't fix this, John.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah, we had another leak.
All that coolant and water we finally got in there.
I forgot we needed to seal the
And
water
you
tank.
just, oh boy.
We're gonna. Hey, you know what? Stand by. This is exciting news. We're gonna put some air in the tires. This is like Mythbusters when they used to. We're gonna reset and we're gonna try again. We're gonna put some more air in the tires because they felt kind of loop.
They kinda?
Well, its name is. It's a snuffleupagus. How fast do you think it's gonna be?
A what?
A snuffleupagus. You ready now?
No, that's
Are
why I'm
you-
filming.
Are you ready? Because while you're fooling with the camera, the tires are leaking air. Now we know it's capable,
Of turning them.
but it's not capable of a high speed.
Well, you should probably put
That's what I'm
more
looking for.
trans fluid in there.
I'm clip arting that and using that noise.
Okay, I'm backing up, and then it's just gonna be like.
Why don't you back into the wall and try to do a reverse one?
Don't tell me how to do a burnout. I tell you. You don't tell me.
Runs great. Runs great.
I remember what the problems were.
Yeah, you didn't do the radiator?
Not even close.
That's minor details.
Choke. See all that rich smoke? Damn choke, rich smoke. That's what you know.
Ah,
Now
I'm
that
gonna have to do so much bleeping.
we put that on there, can't even get to the choker.
don't worry. It's still on the ratchet.
Meanwhile, the tires are getting low.
But hey, who's the one who forgot about choke?
Tires are getting low, big guy. Time to do a burnout.
You gotta get Cubert out of the way. All right, Cubert, you now live over here.
Hubert, nacho dip, carburetor.
County.
And this is why I'm gonna buy me one of those Amazon carburetors, because you know how many phone calls I would be getting if this thing tried to leave the yard? Darian, I'd be like, I know. Remember what we finally had to do with that last Quadrajet? We had to use the vice grips to hold it open. Where's the, let go so I can see the linkage. Okay, right there. That's where I want to jam something. When you don't properly know how to use the tools, you just jam them right there. All right, let her go.
That's just gonna use for the tool.
Is this actually at an idle now? Or did I just, no, I think I'm okay. It could go to the moon.
Not my problem.
Don't turn. Hit the bathtub.
What a burnout.
Whoa! Fireball.
Yeah, I figured by the loud boom.
This is not the face of failure. This is the face of advancement. Let's check that firing order. Why am I getting flame out of the carburetor?
This would have been a good day to have 2 cameras going.
Leading cylinder, number 1. What's the firing order on a small block Chevy? Why is all this coolant on the ground?
It would be down.
It was right there, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm trying to read.
Check. So we're going to start with this one. 1. Remember I suspicioned why it ran so bad the other day? 1. It
Okay.
goes this way. So this one should be 8. All right. That's good.
Good.
What's the next one? Can you read that? 184. I
Yeah,
didn't need to
4,
read it. All right.
3.
Wait. Let me find 4. Got it. Next one, 3.
Uh-huh.
Is this connected to the second cylinder on that side?
This one. Yeah.
Okay. 1843. Is it 7?
No, 6.
6.
Looks like.
Is it? Because it's over here on 6.
Yeah. 6, then 5, then 7, then 2.
Okay. So what's this one? So 6, then what?
5.
6 and 5. So where's 5? Is it the third one back on that side?
Yeah.
All right. And then this one's 7. So he'd be the back one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then 2 over here, which is that one.
Well, if we got everything else, why wouldn't that one be right?
I don't know. Have you seen this thing? All right. We're doing a burnout. Okay. That's what we're doing. We're going to get her down.
Are you
Here we
sure
go.
about that?
We fixed it, John.
We didn't do anything.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah, runs great.
Wonder, we should have put a timing light on that. This seems way goofy.
Probably like a single tooth off.
Well, I never pulled the distributor, but
That don't mean you're not a single tooth off.
it is locked in. But as soon as you put a load on it, bang, it
John's
just
got a
dies.
suspicion.
I gotta stop this because your phone's dead.
Is it going?
No.
All right, so
Is it going?
our frustration levels with technology. The other camera's dead. Okay, it didn't do a burnout. You didn't miss nothing. Come on, come with me. What I got out was my timing deal.
Totally not the water everywhere that could be a problem.
Water doesn't matter, dude, okay? We're like 90% water. Choke is open. I'm going to now start this, give this thing a little advance to try to give it some horsepower. Why? Because I have steamrollers back there on an engine that hadn't ran in 10 years with old gas. I think I can make horsepower. If not, then someone's going to spray some brake cleaner in here. And
We're your words. Also, you're delusional.
we're going to spray some brake cleaner in there, give it enough
Delusional.
horsepower. John, go start the darn truck by hitting the key. I'll do everything else.
I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm being realistic. Delusional.
Make sure it's in park.
Put it in drive, got it.
Just start the dang engine.
Move your toes if he's gonna put it in drive. You knocked off your...
I'm trying not to.
Get out of there.
I'm trying
Get out
to.
of there.
I got nowhere to go right now. You happy?
I'm happy now. It needed advance. All right, so the old girl can do something stuff. That's like a 9-second car.
Sure it
What a
is.
piece of HUD. All right, what do we got going on over here? Oh, if our coolant come out?
Yeah, we worked so hard to get it in there.
Oh
Well,
no,
we
it's
don't-
still in there.
We don't have to worry about it freezing tonight. It'll be okay. Is it even hot? No, it's not even hot.
Touch the exhaust.
Barely.
Well,
So where
the
was that
exhaust...
sizzling coming
Yeah, I
from?
was like, the exhaust is hot enough.
Did it make a lot of noise? Because in there it was just exhaust. I couldn't hear
It was making a lot of noise standing next to it.
Yeah, it was.
Was it an impressive video? Is the internet going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool? Is it going to be? I don't know.
I don't know. I filmed it though.
Anyways, hey, thanks for watching. Mary, awesome job. Boom. John, awesome job. Pink Jeep named Alice, awesome job. So this is kind of our upcoming project. I've destroyed my concrete because that tire was fully braked. No brake drums, open exhaust, advanced timing, a little bit of radiator leakage.
Just a little bit. It's only
Anyways, thanks for watching Just Enough Garage. We'll see you next week.